Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Line 52, line 52.
Hurry!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Man, I got you. Spot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Roy 33. Up. Big time.
Following the penalty, Chubb. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's our time.
Check. Regular.
Check hot. Mike 5-5.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. We're scoreless after 1.
We play to win.
180.
Watch Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
Watch out.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Steps away to his left, and he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on first down, Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hurry. Real.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Smooth. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throws right side, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Working out of the gun, Mayfield forced out to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down at the 34-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side.
Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Watch the twist. Out, 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 out.
218, chop it.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Watch the eye. King. Watch out.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Set. 20. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch out.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. This is Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
2nd and 15. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They give that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Back. Hatchet. Slam. Ball caught.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check. Hey, alert!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Good. 180. You're trapped.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hurry! Right there in the middle, 55. Hurry! Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Get ready. Good. 180. Check 52 to Mike. Regular.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
At the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Parker unable to get that one. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On the ground, it's Chubb. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Keep playing hard.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two, so sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Mayfield to throw it this time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.